Confucius Tea Lesson. There are many hills in northern Taiwan, the social studies teacher said, pointing at the map. The weather is warm and the humidity is just right. That's why tea grows very well here. Chan stared blankly out the window. Who cares about the tea? She thought. As long as it is bubble milk tea, I'm happy.
100! 100!
A chorus of voices suddenly drifted in from the window. Chat tilted her head and sighed. Oh no, midterms are coming again. Everyone must be praying to the Confucius statue. Chan murmured to herself. Why do people pray to a statue? We have AI now. Homework questions? Just ask ChatGPT. And with Google Maps, I can go anywhere in the world just in a second. Just as she finished speaking, boom! The statue suddenly shook. A flash of light streaked across the room. The statue of Confucius, usually quiet and still, suddenly came to life right in front of Che. He looked at her and said calmly, Learning isn't only about asking AI, and it's not about memorizing things either. But AI is so fast and convenient, Chan frowned. Confucius smiled gently. Then come with me on a little trip. Some things can only be understood when you explore them yourself. Before Che could say another word, he waved his sleeve. Flash, swirl, everything sparkled with light. Chan rubbed her eyes. She found herself standing in front of a red brick building. She pouted. Come on, I walk past Xinhongchun every day after school. Isn't it just an old building? What's so special about it? Confucius shook his head and smiled. Don't underestimate it. Nearly 100 years ago, Xinhongchun was one of the most famous tea shops in Dadaochun. Confucius pointed to the couplet beside the front door. These lines mention the famous tea from Mount Guzhu and Mount Mengding. He explained. Both mountains are known for their excellent tea. But here's the clever part, he added. You can read the lines straight down or cross them to read in another way. No matter how you read them, it all shows the world that Xinhongchun is proud of its wonderful tea. Wow! Chan's eyes grew wide. I never knew there was such a cool secret right at the doorway. Her curiosity buzzed like a swarm of busy bees.
They pushed open the door. Confucius walked in slowly. Che followed close behind and looked around curious. The rooms stretched deeper and deeper into the house, layer after layer, as if time itself was slowly unfolding. The front hall, the courtyard, and the back hall were all closely connected. The whole place looked wide, calm, and full of history.
When they stepped into the front hall, Chan looked up. The ceiling was so tall. She looked left and right, her mouth wide open. Wow, it's huge, and it's so tall inside. This is simply an ancient mansion. You could run around here, maybe even play basketball. You silly child, Confucius said with a serious face. This is a historic building, not a playground. Now, do you see? He added gently, looking from the outside, asking AI or checking Google Maps. None of those things can help you truly feel the magic of what's inside.
When they reached the courtyard, Che suddenly stopped. A soft beam of light fell gently on her. She looked up and gasped. Right in the center of the house was open skylight. Sunlight shone across the red brick walls, making the patterns on the bricks stand out clearly. Suddenly, Che spotted something.
Hey, look! Why are there letters on these bricks? T-R? What does that mean?
Confucius gently touched the warm brick surface. These are TR bricks, made during the Japanese era, he said. Houses built with these will usually belong to very wealthy families.
Chad stepped closer and looked carefully at each red brick. In a quiet corner, she spotted one that looked different. This one is a lighter red, she said. And there's a letter S on it. It looks so old and mysterious.
Confucius nodded. That brick traveled all the way from England.
Chad gently touched the brick and suddenly realized, wow, so even a single brick can show how wealthy a family was.
They walked deeper into the house. Sunlight streamed through the square windows and fell onto the floor. Little golden squares of light appeared, like a warm path leading them forward. Following the light, Chad stepped out into the courtyard. A tall tree stood in the center. Its leaves swayed gently in the breeze, and sunlight slid through the layers of leaves, breaking into tiny sparkling dots that danced in the air. They seemed to have stepped into a secret forest. Confucius walked slowly beside her, smiling as he watched Chad light up with excitement. Suddenly, Chad noticed something on the red brick wall beside the tree. A long pale green pipe ran down the wall. One could easily see the rings along it and looked just like a thick stalk of bamboo. It stood out against the red bricks. Chad leaned closer and frowned.
Confucius saw her puzzled face and pointed to it. This bamboo is special, he said. In our culture, bamboo symbolizes raising higher step by step. To bring good luck, the number of stations must always be odd.
Chad reached out and gently touched the pipe, counting quietly to herself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It really is an odd number, she exclaimed. Wow, even a drain pipe has a lucky meaning. That's so cool.
Gentle smell of tea drifted through the air. Chad followed Confucius into the tea factory. Suddenly, as if by magic, the room came to life. Workers appeared, their heads bowed in deep concentration as they carefully picked the tough stems out of the tea leaves.
Chad walked closer and looked around. Wait, are people still working here?
Confucius picked up a handful of tea leaves and breathed in the rich aroma. Hee, this is a glimpse of the past, he said. Back when Xin Hongchun was the busiest tea shop in town, and he pointed to the machines nearby. Broken strings must be removed so only the best tea leaves remain. In the past, some stems were too small for machines to separate, so workers had to pick them out by hand.
Chad was about to take a closer look when suddenly, whoosh, 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 the factory was filled with the sound of machines. Big winnowing machine began to spin and rumble, rumble, rumble. Huge wheel inside turned and roared, separating large leaves from small ones and sucking away dust and tiny bits.
Chad leaned close to Confucius and shouted over the noise. Wow! I never knew it took so much hard work just to make one cup of tea.
Confucius waved his hand. We're not finished yet. Next, let's go to the warmest place. As soon as he spoke, a wave of heat wrapped around Chad.
A rich, heavy aroma of tea rushed toward her. Wow! It smells amazing, she cried.
The room was filled with a soft, misty haze and the smoking scent of burning charcoal. Workers were busy crushing charcoal and filling it into pits. Baskets full of tea leaves were carefully placed on top.
Every 3 hours, they must stir the charcoal, Confucius said softly, watching the workers move through the smoky shadows. It takes 6 long hours for the roasting to be done.
Inside the roasting baskets, the tea leaves tumbled in the heat, making soft little poof, poof sounds.
Cha reached out her hand, as if trying to catch the sweet tea fragrance dancing in the air. So many people work together just to make these tea leaves, she whispered.
Confucius nodded. Learning from books alone is not enough, he said gently. You must step out into the world to see and experience things for yourself. You can learn something from everyone you meet. Making tea is just like learning. Even with modern technology, it still takes patience and care.
Che was still lost in the wonderful tea aroma when suddenly, whoosh, the scene changed in an instant.
Confucius brought Chad to the bustling Dadaochen Wharf beside the Thames River. The wharf was full of energy and noise. Chad stood on her tiptoes, trying to catch every detail. Some workers carried box after box of tea and loaded them onto ships, getting ready to send them across the sea. Nearby, merchants called out loudly, selling their goods one after another.
Watching the lively scene, Cha's eyes sparkled. So many people work together, she said, just to send these tea leaves to every corner of the world.
The lively scene slowly faded away. The doors of the tea shop were closed. Just shouting on the red brick walls, everything felt quiet and lonely. Confucius sighed. Times changed. The competition from important tea was tough, and wages went up. In the end, Xinhongchun had to close its doors.
Cha gently touched the dusty bricks and felt her heart grew heavy. So even the busiest, happiest place can slowly become quiet, she murmured.
Noticed Chad's sadness. Confucius patted her shoulder. But don't worry, Xinhongchun was well preserved. The doors had been opened again as a tea museum. It now hosts exhibitions and events full of new life and energy. Chad lifted her head. Warm sunlight rested gently on her face. She closed her eyes and took a deep breath. The familiar aroma of tea slowly filled her heart. This old building, the silent red bricks, and the lingering sense of tea are still here, letting the spirit of the tea shop live on forever. Surrounded by the scent of tea, Che suddenly opened her eyes. She was back in her classroom at Yanping Elementary School.
She glanced out the window at the Confucius statue and smiled. Seeing the building with my own eyes and walking through it, she thought quietly, is how I can truly taste the tea and the spirit of that time. Just then, the teacher's voice brought her back to the lesson. Taiwanese teas include Wenshan Baozong, Dongding Oolong, Oriental Beauty. Long ago in Dadaochen, there were over 200 tea shops, and one of them was really famous. Cha shot her hand up immediately. I know! It's Xinhongchun, she called out. Her classmates turned around, and their eyes were wide with surprise. The teacher smiled and nodded. Cha whispered softly to Confucius, Thank you for taking me there and letting me experience it for myself.
Confucius smiled. Everything sparkled with light. The hallway was empty, but Chad felt warmth in her heart.
This journey through walking, seeing, smelling, and listening is like tucking the whole story of the past into her heart.